Hello YouTube, Yin-Yang Investor here. Welcome back to my channel. It's the end of first quarter of 2025 and that means another net worth update. It's the mid of Tuesday, so there's no alcoholic beverage today, just a good cup of oat milk. And trying to be healthier this year. So let's dive into it. Now let's go over my assets. My cash equivalent increased by over $32,000 these 3 months. Why am I holding this much cash? It's because, as you know, as I mentioned, I'm going back to school again and the tuition is roughly around $400K for 2 years. So I think it's worthwhile investment. In one of the future videos, I'll dive into it again. But I'm gonna hold this much cash in my high interest savings account for the next little while. Silver and gold. Oh, I love silver and gold. I added about 32 ounces this quarter. I have an unboxing video coming up. I'm really excited to show you. And the gold is making record highs in these uncertain times. So all in all, precious metals holding went up by 10%. Equities went up by 230 grand. How did that happen? The market went down 10%. That's because I cashed out my pension, okay? Put it in my equities. And yeah, so over 800 grand in market securities and ETFs. And that's quite a bit. And that's going to be my nest egg going forward. Sold my car because I'm moving to the States for grad school. For the first time in over a year, I'm valuing my principal residence higher by 25 grand. Rental properties, a small stake in a farm property, keeping that the same, no business, and yeah. So my total assets at over $2.7 million now, up 82,000, okay? Let's take a look at my debt. If you go back a few years, you know, these would all, I had a car loan, I had some student loans, a line of credit. Right now, as I'm getting older, I'm valuing a more clean finance. Okay, less debt I have, less diversity in investment. It just makes life simpler, okay? Credit card debt, I pay that off every month, so not a big deal. Personal real estate loan, still keeping at 100 grand, did not pay any back. And mortgage on my principal residence, paid back over 4 grand. So all in all, my debt, 589 grand, decreased by almost $4,000. So that's pretty good. It's another quarter of total asset going up and debt going down. So I would say that's a pretty good quarter. My net worth, 2.12 million. Not too bad at age 30, eh? Up $85,000. Just finished filing my taxes, so I want to go over how my income in 2024 was. I quit my job in January 2024 in the government job, very safe job, to venture out on my own. That's why a significant decrease in my government pay this year. Had reimbursement over 100,000 from the government. That's pretty sweet. And that's to compensate for my move across the country to Ontario for a couple months and some other kind of relocation reimbursement and release reimbursement, okay? Was mostly self-employed this year, 137,000 in income. My online business was okay, 31,000. I think this year will be quite a bit less also. I'm predicting 0 just in case, but if it's higher than that, that's great. So my attention has been diverted away to other ventures. A little bit of interest income in interest savings account. Real estate flipping. I tried flipping a house. Okay, I was gonna make it a long-term investment, renting to tenants, but the timing just wasn't right. The market, rents downturn, higher vacancy rate. Tried finding tenants for a few months, but had no luck. So I thought, hey, you know, if the government's reimbursing my relocation, might as well sell it, right? So ended up losing $74,000. if I didn't have government reimbursement. Okay, that's counting the taxes, the interest rates, the realtor commissions. So you see on videos and on people's shows that they glamorize flipping real estate, but it's not easy. Definitely, there's a lot of risks, and any kind of profit is eaten into by these costs associated with it, right? So I probably won't do it again. Yeah, it's a hard market, right? Hard real estate market too. So, but this loss is offset by government reimbursement because I relocated. Rental income, 17,000, because I lived in half the house most of the year, so I only have half of the rental income compared to last year. But this year, I'm moving away again, so this is gonna be back up, baby. Tax refund this year is gonna be quite a bit, okay? There's a lot of deductions. I donated quite a bit of money too, so I'm expecting getting a tax refund of approximately 80 grand. Still to be determined exactly once my accountant files, but roughly. So this year's income at $310,000 is my estimate. Okay, and how did it fare from last year? Looking back, I think the government paid me quite well, so I was really fortunate, and I'm extremely grateful for these past few years. Okay, and this secure income that allowed me to build such a giant nest egg going forward at such a young age. Okay, so I'm very happy. So this year, what do I anticipate? I'm only working from January to March, so my self-employment income is going to be roughly $69,000. I still have quite a bit of government reimbursement coming these few months, around 50 grand. Interest, negligible. Not flipping real estate this year. Rental income, again, renting out the full house can be quite a bit, and tax refund about 30,000. So I think this is pretty good considering I'm only working 3 months. So a lot of passive income, and yeah. So this is not factoring the capital gains that any silver and gold and stocks are going to increase. I'm not going to count on that. I don't count investment growth as my income, okay? So how did your 2024 income come about to be? Was it quite a big jump? Was it about the same, or did it take a nosedive for some reason? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm interested to find out. Okay, that's it. Enjoy your spring, and I hope you all have a good summer. And I'll talk to you soon.